Records, and Barbara Johnson in our IT department. So thank you for them. And now to our program. We'll begin by recognizing members of the class of 2022 who have been inducted into Alpha Omega Alpha, the National Medical Honor Society, and the Gold Humanism Honor Society. Dr. Cash will announce our AOA members, and then Dr. Raverby, our Gold Humanism inductees. Take it away, Dr. Cash.
Good afternoon. The following members of the class of 2022 have been elected to the Alpha Omega Alpha Honor Society. I ask that you hold your applause until all are introduced and that the students rise when their names are called and remain standing. Gina Melam Aponu, Caroline Antonacci, Hannah Bank, Roshni Bhatt, Tamsin Board, Sean Brown, Juan Cerezo, Katie Cohen, Lauren DeAndrea, Phil De Rosario, Carrie Denson, Jennifer Urick, Stephanie Fagbemi, Kayla Fresco, Zachary Fuller, Michael Gerald, Leah Goldberg, Connor Hartzell, Tara Holmes, Megan Holtz, Abraham Ifra, Driana Jett, Brianna Kaplanov, Jeremy Klein, Christina Lopez, Randolph Lyde, Najeen McLennan, Nikita Mokashi, Kelsey Meir, David Posacco, Charmaine Ross, Vera Chwell, Amber Shelton, Victoria Spedding, Morgan Sussman, Rachel Thomas, Gina Topper, Lorena Walker, Teresa Webster, Wei Jenny Liang, Lidi Zhang, and Jonathan Zernheld. Our congratulations to all. Dr. Raverby.
Dr. Raverby.
Thank you. Thank you. It is my pleasure to announce the names of the class of 2022 members who've been elected to the Gold Humanism Honor Society for Compassion and Patient Care. I again ask that applause be held until all are introduced. Students, please rise when your name is announced and remain standing. Chinamelam Apanano, Kayla Aldifer, Carolyn Antonelli, Awa Bakayoko, Mira Beatty, Roshni Bhatt, Sean Brown, Phil De Rosario, Carrie Denson, Stephanie Fagbemi, Jasmine Feliciano, Sony Lynn Francois, Michael Gerald, Ariana Gazanfer, Leah Goldberg, Aaron Hall, Kevin Hendrickson, Tara Holmes, Nicholas Janigian, Brianna Kaplanov, Jeremy Klein, Katie Kwan, Abigail Lauder, Ted Lynn, Randolph Lyde, Rihanna McGrath, Sophia Mercadante, Nikita Makashi, Kelsey Meir, Philippe Ortiz, Claire Perez, Adam Reese, Jennifer Schott, Amber Shelton, Amber Suri, Tochi Unibu Obona, Teresa Webster, and Li T. Zhang. Our congratulations. I now invite our Senior Associate Dean for Education, Dr. Mary Ellen Gussick, to come forward to present our 2022 Faculty Awards.
Thank you. Good afternoon. It's a privilege to present the faculty awardees who have made a significant impact on the class of 2022 as teachers, role models, advisors, mentors, and guides on their path through the MD program. I will announce the award and describe it, and then announce the winner. Faculty, as your name is called, please come up when you hear your name, and Dr. Goldberg will present your certificate and pose with you for a photo. I want to emphasize that these awards were elected by the students. And so again, that brings a special honor for all faculty to be recognized in that way. The first award is the Mary DeLeo Prize. This prize is in recognition of excellence as a teacher in basic science teaching. And by vote of the students, we're delighted to present it to Dr. William Robinson. Dr. Robinson. The next award, the Russell and Pearl Moses Memorial Endowed Medical Award. This award recognizes excellence in clinical teaching at Temple University Hospital. And this year's award goes to Dr. Jared Hassler. Dr. Hassler. The next award, the Blockley Osler Award. This award is presented to a physician member of our faculty of the medical school for excellence in bedside teaching at the St. Luke's campus. And with pride, we present this to Dr. Courtney Humphrey. The next awardees, unfortunately, were unable to attend, but we want to recognize again the student selection of these faculty at our clinical campuses for their excellence in clinical teaching. Our 2022 awardees are Dr. Alexandra Solosko at Lancaster General Hospital, Dr. Catherine Bernandi at Mainline Health, and Dr. Nathaniel Abramson at Eagleville Hospital. So please join me in congratulating them. Now I have the honor to share with you the winners of the Golden Apple Awards. The Golden Apple Awards are selected by the Lewis Katz School of Medicine chapter of the American Medical Student Association and recognizes teachers for their outstanding dedication, ability, and zeal. Love that. In furthering the education of medical students. It's our pleasure to present these awards to 4 of our faculty. One of our faculty cannot attend, but let's recognize at the end with applause. Dr. Jill Allenbaugh, however, is here. Dr. Allenbaugh. Next is Dr. Howard Levin. The next is Dr. Scott Rawls. Okay, sorry, the last name, I'm sorry, the last name's not here. And the last awardee, Dr. Anuj Basel, could not be here today, but let's acknowledge Dr. Basel. I'd also like to take this moment to recognize two faculty members who during the university-wide recognition of faculty in March received awards. We'd like to recognize them today for this outstanding achievement. The first recipient of the Christian and Mary F. Limbach Foundation Award, which is presented by the university to faculty members for distinguished teaching and outstanding service in stimulating and guiding the intellectual development of students. And this year's award went to Dr. Karen Lynn. The recipient of this year's Temple University Faculty Research Award in recognition of excellence in research was awarded to Dr. John Elrod. So let's take a moment and again recognize all these outstanding faculty for their excellence in teaching. So now with great pride and admiration for the accomplishments of our students, we're turning to presenting honors to students. Each award will be individually presented by a faculty member and will be in the order listed in your agenda. Hopefully everybody has an agenda. If not, let us know. Each faculty member will introduce themselves, state the name of the award, briefly describe the award, and then announce the winner. Winners, when you hear your name, please come up. Dr. Goldberg will present you with your certificate. Then you'll pose with the faculty presenter and with the dean so that you can be recognized in that way. So with that, we'll begin.
Good afternoon. My name is Steve Papa from the Department of Biomedical Education and Data Science. I'm going to be presenting the John Franklin Huber Award. John Franklin Huber was an eminent anatomist and a mentor to many students during his tenure here at Temple. Among his many seminal contributions to the fields of anatomy and medicine, Dr. Huber, along with Dr. Chevalier Jackson and Dr. Charles Norris, were the first to describe the bronchopulmonary segments of the lung. In honor of Dr. Huber, who served as chair of anatomy from 1944 to 1970, this prize is awarded to a member of the graduating class for their excellence in the field of clinical anatomy. This year's award goes to Kelsey Muir. Unfortunately, Kelsey is not with us this afternoon, but we'll make sure she gets her award and check.
And we're going to take a picture because I don't always get to take a picture.
Good afternoon. My name is Gordon Mort. I'm the chair of the Department of Anesthesiology, and I'm going to be presenting the Leroy W. Crumperman Award. The Leroy Crumperman Award was established in honor of the longest serving chair of the Department of Anesthesiology at Temple University. Dr. Crumperman led the department for 25 years from 1950 through 1975 and conducted groundbreaking research in the areas of regional and neuraxial anesthesia. This prize is awarded each year to the graduating medical student entering an anesthesiology residency who, in the opinion of the faculty, holds the greatest potential for future contributions to the field. This year's awardee was noted by the department's faculty to display calm confidence, excellent patient rapport, early procedural proficiency, and a proactive pursuit of learning opportunities and intellectual growth. She will be completing her anesthesiology residency at the University of Pennsylvania. It is my genuine pleasure to present this award to Michaela Mon.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Candrace Heath, an assistant professor of dermatology, and I am representing our chair who couldn't be here today, Dr. Sylvia Sue. The Excellence in Dermatology Award is reserved for an outstanding student who performed exemplary work in both clinical and research capacity. This year, the award goes to a student who is smart, efficient, upbeat, and an incredible team player. She helped out in our busy clinics, even between her other rotations. She also volunteered to do a mini orientation for all of the students who rotated with us for an entire year. This became the foundation for her scholarly project, and we're happy that she's staying on with us as a future Temple Dermatology resident, Morgan Sussman.
Well, hello, everybody. My name is David Wald. I am representing the Department of Emergency Medicine, and it is my distinct pleasure to award the Emergency Medicine Excellence Award to Leah Goldberg. What I want to just do briefly for a second is to include a comment that I put in Leah's recommendation to her residency training programs, and a comment that one of our faculty added that I added to her letter of recommendation. So what I listed is, if I had to pick one student this year who exemplifies all the qualities that we are looking for in a young physician, it would be Leah. And I think that kind of states it right there. The comment from one of our faculty members that I think really also sums up her performance over the last 4 years is her caring, compassionate ways with patients go beyond the 4 walls of the emergency department, and her maturity is light years beyond her peers. So it is my pleasure to introduce Leah Goldberg, and she's going to be going to the University of Chicago Medical Center.
No relation. I wish. The smarter side of the family.
Good afternoon. I'm Menachem Lisi. I'm the program director for Temple's new family medicine residency starting here in a couple of months. On behalf of the Department of Family and Community Medicine, I have 3 awards to present today. The first is the Philadelphia Assembly of Family Physicians Memorial Award. This is awarded annually to the graduating student who has demonstrated excellence and interest in especially family medicine. The recipient of this award was a founder and steering committee member of the Student Diversity Council. She was also a student representative to the Government and Practice Advocacy Committee of the Pennsylvania Academy of Family Physicians, and was the political advocacy liaison to the SNMA Region 8. Brianna Jett. Dre will be doing her residency training at the University of California, San Francisco. Our next award has two recipients. This is the Dr. Joseph Nathan Grossman Prize in Family Medicine. This is established in honor of Dr. Joseph Nathan Grossman, class of 1924. This award is given to a fourth-year student who, as exemplified by Dr. Grossman in his professional career, will specialize in family practice and who exhibits the characteristics of Dr. Grossman. Our first recipient has spent a lot of time volunteering for several programs since arriving at Temple. She was a coordinator for our pre-matriculation readiness and enrichment program for underrepresented first-year medical students and helped to teach in the program. She is also the editor-in-chief for the yearbook of the class of 2022. Najee McLennan. So Najee will be doing her residency training at the Institute for Family Health Harlem Family Medicine Residency Program. The next recipient, who I also believe is not in attendance, is Allison Richard. I still want to recognize her. During her time here, Allison founded the Addiction Medicine Interest Group during her first year of school and served as the president. She coordinated naloxone training for medical students and organized several expert guest speakers to share the newest information around substance use disorder. And she will be doing her residency training at the University of North Carolina Hospital Family Medicine Residency. Our final award is the Edel Family Endowed Prize in Community Medicine, established in honor of Erica Edel, class of 2004. Dr. Edel was a previous recipient of the Family Medicine Community Service Award. This prize is awarded to the fourth-year student who has shown commitment to community service and for collaborating with other disciplines or organizations and members of the target community in service and outreach planning. Our recipient for this award is a candidate for the Master's in Urban Bioethics in addition to her medical degree. During the height of the pandemic, she displayed the utmost commitment to serving the community of North Philadelphia and has been an active volunteer with Philadelphia's Black Doctors COVID Consortium. She has also been an advocate for student wellness, serving as a doctor in College Al. Sonny Lynn Francois. Sonny Lynn will be doing her residency training at the University of Miami, Jackson Health System. And you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Praveen Patil. I'm the Cardiology Fellowship Program Director here at Temple. And it's my pleasure to present the Matilda and Louis Soloff Cardiology Prize that was established in honor of Matilda and Louis Soloff, MD. This award is given to the outstanding graduating student who had demonstrated superior knowledge, skill, and interest in the field of cardiology. This year's recipient is one of the most hardworking and enthusiastic learners we've ever had rotate with us. You know, I was just talking with the fellows before I came over here as well. He impressed both the faculty and fellows in our program and with his advanced understanding of cardiac electrophysiology. So I should probably pick up some tips from him and you know, as well as his commitment to patients. He'll be receiving both his MD and PhD tomorrow. And I am confident he will have a bright future in bridging his research with clinical medicine. He is heading to the University of Wisconsin for his residency in internal medicine. Congratulations, Michael Rockman.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sabrina Islam from the section of cardiology, and I'm also a core faculty for our cardiology fellowship. So it gives me great pleasure to introduce our next series of awards. Our next awards are the Emanuel M. Weinberger Prizes, and they were established in honor of Dr. Emanuel M. Weinberger, class of 1926. These prizes are awarded to members of the graduating class who have demonstrated excellence in the understanding and application of knowledge related to the subspecialties of internal medicine. So the first Weinberger Prize is being presented on behalf of the Department of Cardiology. So this year's recipient, it gives me great pleasure to give this award. So she demonstrated advanced clinical skills and commitment to patient advocacy on her cardiology rotations. She was a research scholar as part of our inaugural cohort of the Collaborative for Cardiovascular Equity in North Philadelphia Scholars Program. And she investigated racial and sex-specific disparities in care during the COVID-19 pandemic. She also worked with me on a project looking at gender differences in our left atrial appendage occlusion database. And her abstract actually won her the second prize for our Department of Medicine Research Day. She was also invited by the American Heart Association to speak about health-related issues for women during pregnancy, including hypertension disorders. So she will be completing her residency in internal medicine at Boston University Hospital. So I'd like to congratulate Sophia Mercadante.
Good afternoon. Dr. Goldberg was just commenting that it wasn't that long ago that I was a student and sitting where you were sitting. And so one of us is getting older. It's probably me, because it's definitely not Dr. Goldberg. So presenting the second Weinberger Prize, I'm Zach Reichenbach from the section of gastroenterology, and this award is coming on behalf of the section of gastroenterology. The next recipient demonstrated advanced clinical skills and a thoughtful, humanistic approach to patient care. He is a true team player and was enthusiastically nominated by every attending he worked with in our section for this award. In addition to his outstanding clinical work, he made significant contributions to several GI motility research projects. And not only did he impress all of the attendings in the GI department with our collaborators in basic science, he also impressed them. So that's like a double kudos to impress the lab staff. He's headed off to Chicago for his residency in internal medicine. And this award is going to Jeremy Klein.
Yes, Dr. Klein.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Rafiq Samuel. I'm the chief of the section of infectious diseases, and I'll be giving out the final of the Weinberger Prizes for the section of infectious diseases. This recipient really exemplifies what an infectious disease doctor is. Someone who does thorough, complete history, does an amazing job with the clinical exam, and reasoning that's really amazing. To quote the evaluator, she took detailed and nuanced histories which helped make some challenging diagnoses during her time on service. She put together an outstanding presentation on the interaction between azithromycin and tobramycin and the effect on pseudomonal resistance pattern, and blew us all away. She'll be completing her residency at the University of Virginia. Congratulations, Emily Brzana.
Good afternoon. My name is Hannah Raverby from the section of hospital medicine. It's my pleasure to present two final medicine awards on behalf of the chair of internal medicine who's unable to be here today. The next award is the Charles H. Kravitz Award in Internal Medicine. Established by Dr. Elsa and Leon Malmud in honor of Elsa's father, Dr. Kravitz, class of 1935. This award is given annually to members of the graduating class whose performance in internal medicine incorporated characteristics manifested by Dr. Kravitz in his professional career and personal demeanor. These traits include academic excellence, familiarity with the current medical literature, intellectual curiosity, warmth, humility, and a genuine commitment to patient care. There are two recipients of this award. This year's first recipient has demonstrated clinical excellence and a humanistic approach to patient care. Attendings and residents who worked with him commented on his amazing ability to form trusting and therapeutic relationships with patients. He cared for multiple patients during his sub-I that were facing serious health conditions, and the time he spent at the bedside, truly listening to their concerns and offering support, made an impact on their care. He actively contributed to research in our department, compiling a database organizing the social and biological metrics of patients presenting to Temple Hospital with COVID-19. He'll be heading to New York for residency in internal medicine at Montefiore Medical Center. Congratulations, Paul Galena. Our second recipient truly embodies the characteristics of the Kravitz Award. She is bright, compassionate, patient-centered, and a true advocate. One attending remarked that they have never had so many patients go out of their way to comment on how much they appreciated a student's attentive care. Outside of rotations, she participated in a project in the Department of Medicine that looked at barriers to care for patients with HIV and volunteered at COVID-19 vaccination clinics in our surrounding community. She's headed south to Houston for a residency in internal medicine at the University of Texas. Congratulations, Tochi Unebu Obona. Our final medicine award is the Thomas M. Durant Prize in Internal Medicine. Established in honor of Thomas M. Durant, chair of the Department of Medicine from 1956 to 1966, this prize is awarded to the member of the graduating class who best exemplifies the ideal physician. One who not only has a thorough knowledge of biologic disease, but who also possesses a sensitive awareness of the patient as a person, influenced by the social and psychological factors that attend illness. This year's awardee demonstrated exceptional clinical skills in all of our medicine rotations. She developed thoughtful treatment plans that were evidence-based, but also tailored to meet the unique needs of each patient. She's clearly drawn to the humanistic side of medicine and takes time to know her patients as people. This awardee's passion for medicine extended beyond her required clinical work, and she participated in multiple research projects in her department, including a GI motility project that was presented at a national conference and published in the Journal of Clinical Gastroenterology. We are thrilled that she's staying with us at Temple University Hospital for a residency in internal medicine. Congratulations, Rachel Thomas.
Hi, everyone. My name is Noah Levinson. I'm an assistant professor of neurology and the assistant clerkship director for the neurology rotation. And this year, it's my honor to hand out the award for the Matthew T. Moore Prize in Neurology. Established in honor of Dr. Matthew Moore of the class of 1929, this prize is awarded to a member of the graduating class for excellent performance in neurology and for displaying in high measure the qualities of regard for patients, personal integrity, and conscientiousness. So our awardee this year, I had the pleasure of working with him personally for several weeks on his neurology clerkship rotation. And so I had a chance to see firsthand both his clear, organized thought process and presentations, which is very important in neurology, but also his kind, empathetic interactions with the patients. He was also very involved in the narrative medicine program at Temple, which he used as an opportunity to think deeply about his own experiences as a trainee in medicine and also the patients he had served. So congratulations to Daniel Yusupov.
Hello, I'm Dr. Mercedes Jacobson. I am the clerkship director and professor of neurology. It is so nice to see our students, many of whom I am seeing for the first time in something other than scrubs or a mask. So thankful for that. It's my pleasure to present the American Academy of Neurology Medical Student Prize for Excellence for our Temple University Lewis Katz School of Medicine student. The award is given to a student who promotes interest in neurology and demonstrates a promise for career and clinical work in neurology. Our recipient is a native of this region from the Winmore region, a 2018 graduate of Baylor University. While he's been with us in North Philadelphia, he's been a volunteer in Kensington, active in sports medicine, published research on best practices in the lumbar spine. And he's been absolutely integral in helping us with our clinical education program when we had to switch all of our history sessions to Zoom. So he's been an amazing medical thespian for us. The award goes to a recipient who will be a resident with us at Temple Neurology, Lewis Katz School of Medicine. So congratulations, Daniel Jennings Thomas.
I'm back to present the Truex Award. Raymond C. Truex was a world-renowned scholar in brain anatomy and a faculty member here at the School of Medicine back in the 1960s and 1970s. He wrote a textbook of neuroanatomy that defined structure-functional relationships and really served as the primary resource in the field for over 2 decades, spanning from early 1970s through most of the 90s. In honor of Dr. Truex, this prize is awarded to a member of the graduating class for their excellence in the field of neuroscience. This year, the award will be shared by two members of the graduating class, Bradley Inman, who's not with us today, and David Pasoko, who I think is with us today.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to congratulate each and every one of you on your amazing accomplishment. And best of luck to all of you from our department. My name is Marissa Rose. I'm the Clerkship Director for the Department of OB-GYN, and it is my pleasure to present one of our two awards. Our first award is entitled the Scholars Award in Obstetrics and Gynecology. This is awarded to a member of the graduating class for outstanding aptitude in obstetrics and gynecology and for overall excellence in academic performance. I served as a clerkship director for the student's third year required OB-GYN clerkship, where she absolutely surprised us, and I think even more herself, by falling in love with OB-GYN. She didn't miss a beat and stood out as one of the biggest superstars to ever come across our floors, and which was clearly reflected in her evaluations by both faculty and students. The OB-GYN faculty and I are thrilled that she matched at her top choice and will be starting her OB-GYN training at NYU. Congratulations, Katie Kwan.
My name is Justin Gomez. I'm one of the OB-GYN faculty, and I'm also the assistant clerkship director for the rotation. I'm sorry, I forgot my tie at home, I guess today. I'm presenting the J. Robert Wilson Research Award. It's awarded in memory of J. Robert Wilson, professor and chair of the Department of OB-GYN from 47 to 63. Recipient of this award exemplifies outstanding critical and analytic thinking, strong interest in research, and great promise for pursuing a career in the reproductive sciences. I'm presenting this award on behalf of Dr. Gail Heron, who worked with this student closely. And she says that this student joined the research team and hit the ground running, helped with study design, implementation, was an asset for patient recruitment. She went above and beyond all of the research team's expectations, and the project would not have been completed without her. We're happy to say that she's going home to New York to do her residency in OB-GYN at Westchester Medical, and this award goes to Alexa Lieb.
I'm Milo Seward's the chair of the Department of Orthopedic Surgery. I'd like to first congratulate all of the award recipients today, and then say that it is my honor to be able to present the John W. Lockman Award. Dr. Lockman was a Temple lifer who went to Temple for undergrad, Temple for medical school, and the Temple Orthopedic Surgery residency program. He took over as the chair of the department in 1965, a position he held until 1987. Aside from Herodotus and Hippocrates, who are considered to be the fathers of sports medicine, Dr. Lockman was considered to be one of the fathers of American sports medicine, and certainly surgical sports medicine. and his name is attributed to the eponymous physical exam maneuver that is one of the most widely recognized in medicine. He had a loyal legion of residents that trained under him, and they all espoused his beliefs of dedication and commitment to their patients. Our recipient is of a similar ilk, and she performed admirably on her rotation, showing up early, working late. She did research projects over the course of her entire time at Temple. And for those of you that don't think that program directors read personal statements, she wrote eloquently about fly fishing, tying fly fishing lures, woodworking, and it's no surprise that she was awarded a prize in the narrative medicine story slam early on in her time at Temple. It is a sincere congratulations to our recipient, Jen Urich, who unfortunately will be leaving us. Jen will unfortunately be leaving us to go to the University of Chicago, and I think I have to have a conversation with the program director out there for taking now multiple students who we've held at the top of the pack. Congratulations, Jen.
Good afternoon, and again, congratulations to everyone. I'm Cecilia Schmalbach. I am the chair of the Department of Otolaryngology, and it truly is my privilege to give the Bernard J. Ronis and Max L. Ronis Prize in Otolaryngology. This prize was established in honor of Dr. Bernard Ronis, who is the class of 1934 and prior chief of otolaryngology, as well as his son Max, who is the class of 1956 and chair of otolaryngology. The award is given to the member of the graduating class who has demonstrated commendable interest and aptitude in otolaryngology head and neck surgery. This year's recipient was selected by our faculty because of his extraordinary curiosity, drive, and intellect that was coupled with that unique balance of humility. His passion for both otolaryngology as well as Temple was undeniable. So it's really my privilege to give the Ronis Award to Theodore Chen Lin. And I'm equally as excited to say he's spending the next 5 years with us in residency. Congratulations, Ted.
I'm Steve Aronoff, and I'm the chairman of the Department of Pediatrics, and I'm really honored today to be able to give 2 awards for excellence in performance. The first is the DeGeorge Award, which is named for Angelo DeGeorge, who is both a Temple School of Medicine graduate and a faculty member at St. Christopher's Hospital for about 35 years. Dr. DeGeorge is pretty much world-renowned for his observational powers, which include setting a foundation in immunology and endocrinology, and includes having a syndrome named after him. This year's recipient of the DeGeorge Award will be continuing her pediatric training at Mount Sinai Hospital in New York. She is Melanie Simons. The second award in pediatrics is named for Dr. Waldo Bill Nelson, who was chairman of the department from 1940 to 1964. He is best known for Nelson's textbook of pediatrics, which was and continues to be the definitive treatise in the field of pediatrics. This year's recipient will be continuing their pediatric education at the Cleveland Clinic Foundation in Cleveland, Ohio. He is Anthony Bernick.
Good afternoon. My name is Steve Hauser. I'm the Dean of Research here at the medical school and the former chair of the Department of Physiology. I'm humbled to be able to present the Mary P. Wiedemann Award. Dr. Wiedemann was the former chair of the Department of Physiology. She was an internationally recognized vascular biologist who studied how inflammatory cells crawled out of the microvasculature to seek out areas of damage, eat damaged regions of the tissue, and then repair them. Her work really set the stage for much of what we do today. The award is given to a student who's shown tremendous aptitude in physiology-related research projects. Our recipient today Dr. Wiedemann would be so proud. She's studying how new cell and gene therapies can promote immunomodulation to teach immune cells to crawl out of the microvasculature, as Dr. Wiedemann showed me how to watch so many years ago, to actually promote repair of injured tissues. So I'm really pleased and proud to announce this year's recipient, Lindsay Krause.
Hello, I'm Dr. Jessica Kovac. I'm the chair of the Department of Psychiatry and Behavioral Sciences. I'm here today to present the O. Spurgeon English Award for outstanding clinical care, academic and scholarly activity in psychiatry. So this award is being presented to a student based on her outstanding dedication and lasting contributions to the psychiatry education of students at LKSOM. Based on her own experience as a third year, this student designed, implemented, and is now presenting nationally a novel two-part educational series for all MS3 students on trauma-informed care and screening. And this award goes to Rina Balodi.
Good afternoon. My name is Matthew Philp. I'm the Clerkship Director in Surgery, and I have the honor to present 3 awards from the Department of Surgery on behalf of the faculty and residents. The first award is the Dr. Herman Brown Award. This award is bestowed upon the student who has demonstrated both excellence in patient care and research. This recipient has done both of those things and will be doing her general surgery residency at the Massachusetts General Hospital. The Brown Award winner is Hannah Bank. Our next award is the Susan and Robert Probst Prize, which is given to the graduating senior who specialized in surgery and has demonstrated a genuine commitment to surgery while exhibiting compassionate clinical care. This recipient has excelled at both of these domains. She'll be completing her general surgery residency at the Senior Sinai Medical Center. Our award winner is Lady Zhang. And our final award is the W. Emery Burnett Prize in Surgery, which is given in honor of Dr. Burnett, who was chair a few years before Dean Goldberg was, from 1944 to 1963. Is awarded by awarded to the member of the graduating class considered to have done outstanding work in surgery. This year's award winner will be going just slightly down the street to Jefferson, Megan Hotz.
I'm not a urologist, but I've been asked by our urology colleagues who are with patients right now to present the following award. The A. Richard Kendall Award for Excellence in Urology. Dr. Kendall was chair of urology from 1974 to 1990. During his tenure, the urology program made incredible strides in research, education, and clinical excellence. It's this award established in honor of Dr. Kendall, and who was of the class of 1956 as well, is presented for demonstration of outstanding interest and aptitude in the field of urology. This year's award goes to someone who the urology department feels demonstrates qualities of hard work, dedication, inquisitiveness, and striving for excellence in everything that they do. Urology department is pleased to present the award to Shrika Kupa. He'll be doing his urology residency. He'll be doing his urology residency at Georgetown in Washington, D.C., Hoya Saxa, and best of luck. Yeah. I'll also be presenting the next award on behalf of the Office of Educational Affairs. This is the J. Robert Troyer Award. Established in the honor of Dr. Troyer, chair of the Department of Anatomy and Cell Biology at Temple from 1979 to 1993, this award is given to a member of the graduating class with the highest academic performance in the pre-clerkship years. We've already met this recipient. This year's recipient is Lady Zhang. As we heard, Lady is going into general surgery at Cedars-Sinai, but I also want to share how active she's been in the community here at Temple. She has been the vice president of the Asian Pacific American Medical Student Association, organizing workshops and volunteer opportunities related to Asian American health concerns. And she's been a very active peer academic facilitator. Our peer academic facilitators work with their peers to help them succeed in medical school. And Leedy's peers have all talked about the way you've taken complex concepts and made it so easy for them to understand. So we know what kind of teacher she'll be as a resident as well. Congratulations.
Hello again. My name is Deanne Cash. I'm from the Department of Pediatrics and also in the Office of Student Support. It is my great good pleasure to present the John Fryer Memorial Award, which is given in recognition of a student who demonstrates advocacy and the human aspect of patient care. This year's recipient is Ariana Gazanfar. Ariana has been consistent throughout medical school in demonstrating the importance of being attentive to the needs of her classmates, serving as an advocate as well as a friend and caring colleague. She's been a leader and a true advocate within LCASOM for fellow students who have been historically underrepresented in medicine. She served as a pre-matriculation program coordinator for the LCASOM summer program, where she mentored, taught, and acclimated incoming first-year students. She's also an active member of the Student Diversity Council. Most recently, Ariana's leadership was essential to the Afghan resettlement assistance efforts that took place at the Philadelphia International Airport this past fall. She tirelessly worked as an interpreter, ensured that families had access to information and services as they arrived. She was recently inducted into the Gold Humanism Honor Society, and she will be doing her psychiatry residency here at Temple.
Good afternoon. My name is Kathy Reeves. I am a pediatric hospitalist. I serve as the director for the Center for Urban Bioethics, and I chair the Department for Urban Health and Population Science. This afternoon, I have the great privilege of presenting 3 awards. The first is the Bridging the Gap Scholar Award. This award exists to recognize students for completing all components of a citywide community health internship program called Bridging the Gaps. The program provides interdisciplinary training for students in the health professions who are interested in learning more about social and structural determinants of health. To be recognized as a scholar, the student must complete a summer internship, must attend seminars throughout all 4 years of medical school, and must complete a specialized 4th-year elective. This year, we recognize a student who has spent their entire medical school career making sure they consistently realize a patient's context as central to their care and are always being committed to assuring a patient's dignity is always prioritized. They will be receiving both their MD degree and Master's in Urban Bioethics degree tomorrow. During the master's program, they completed a thesis examining medical students' first encounter with abject bodies in anatomy lab, their later encounters with patients and their bodies in the clinical years, and the educational programming that shapes how they incorporate these experiences into their clinical practice. Their work encourages medical educators to better address feelings of embarrassment, disgust, and fear during clinical education to assure that caregivers have the skills needed to maintain patient dignity, especially at the end of life. This awardee will be joining the internal medicine residency at Tulane School of Medicine in Louisiana. Please join me in congratulating Hannah Sagan. Hannah wasn't able to join us today, but we will make sure that she gets her award. The Center for Urban Bioethics is a center within the medical school that was created to address healthcare disparities in urban spaces through education, research, and community engagement. The center has 2 awards to present today. The first is the Bioethics Community Engagement Award. This award recognizes a student who is receiving both their MD degree and their Master's in Urban Bioethics degree, who has advanced understanding and sensitivity about healthcare delivery because of work they have done in the community through community engagement. Once in a while, if we are lucky, we meet a person who makes such an impact on us that we remember when we met them, always. I met this student during her medical school interview. I served as her faculty interviewer. And I can still clearly hear the dialogue today. I have come back to this conversation many times in discussing with other students the importance of health equity. We talked about healthcare inequities and why they exist, the role of race, the role of racism and bias, structural oppression, and how our collective history has propagated disparity. And then we quickly moved on to how there are opportunities for physicians like her to make change. Her thesis for the master's degree asks two very profound questions. First, why do Black women and women of color have such low rates of reconstructive therapy after breast cancer? And then maybe more importantly, how do we change that? She is always looking to make patients who are not seen visible. And she's always looking to bring health equity and overall health into their world. She is moving on to a plastic surgery residency at the Ohio State University Medical Center. Please join me in congratulating Michael Gerald. Now, after we all recover from that, the final award I will present today is the Center for Urban Bioethics Scholar Award. This award recognizes a student who has advanced the understanding of bioethical issues that are unique to an urban setting through their scholarly work. This year's award winner has a keen understanding of how so many systems and structures across society today directly impact health, and how individuals that find themselves in vulnerable settings usually suffer the most from any health crisis. His thesis work in the master's program centered on the impact of COVID-19 on individuals who were incarcerated. In the beginning of the pandemic, it was clear that the largest clusters of infections were happening in prisons. His work showed us how administrators, both federally and locally, instead of listening to public health officials who clearly said the answer to the problem was to release people who were at high risk medically and who were not threatening. Instead, what administrators did was they created lockdowns and quarantines in ways that felt inhumane and in ways that just propagated the infection. After 18 months of this in Philadelphia County, we saw the likelihood of dying in prison was 3 times greater than that if you were not in prison, and you were 5 times more likely to get infected. His work goes on to discuss how a punitive rather than rehabilitative correctional system significantly contributes to health disparities, and how it is so important to highlight the bioethical imperative that demands that this system be revamped. The student will be moving to California to join an emergency medicine residency at the University of Southern California. Please join me in congratulating Pablo Gutierrez.
Hello, everyone, and congratulations to the class of 2022. Very excited to participate in this. My name is Denise Salerno from the Department of Pediatrics in the Office of Undergraduate Medical Education, and I'm here to present the Rama Paredes Luck Memorial Award. Dr. Luck was not only a colleague, but a dear friend. She was a wonderful clinician and educator, but her true passion really led in her medical mission work and her desire to help others. She spent all her vacation time doing mission work in faraway places, in third world countries, and her last mission work was in Siberia. This year, we are fortunate to award 2 recipients with this award. The first recipient was a key member of the Temple Emergency Action Corps. She was instrumental in the development of the Thrive Clinic, where people requesting resources and assistance were connected to local helpful resources. She also served as chair of the Addiction Medicine Interest Group and was active in Temple's narrative medicine program, where she represented Temple at a regional level. She embodies what makes us so proud of our Temple students. She takes on responsibilities in a collaborative manner. She provides care eloquently while urging all of us to be attentive to the injustice in the world around us. She's understated, determined, and deeply committed. I am pleased to announce that our first recipient is going on to internal medicine at the University of Pennsylvania, Rashni Bhatt. Our second recipient was also involved in Temple Emergency Action Corps. He was a leader in organizing a medical mission trip of over 20 people to Puerto Rico to hold free clinics to help those people affected by Hurricane Maria. He also served on the medical school admissions committee and a guide. His passion for education led to him collaborating with faculty members to create a first-year elective curriculum on basic medical procedures and emergency responsiveness. I am pleased to announce our second recipient will be pursuing general surgery at Yale, John Zernholm.
I now have the honor to present the Leslie Squires Compassion in Medicine Award. This award was established by Dr. Frederick Squires, the class of 1991, and our current chair of the Medical Alumni Association. This award was created in honor of his father and is given to a student who exhibits outstanding compassion for patients. Our recipient this year is going on to internal medicine residency at Kaiser Permanente in Oakland. She is noted to have demonstrated compassion and care not only for her patients, but also for her classmates. In medical school, she was the student government webmaster and on the technology and medicine committee, and was an executive board member of the infectious disease interest group and medical humanities interest group. As a member of that latter group, she helped to organize a student-run conference on narrative medicine. This year's recipient is Natalie Stump.
Congratulations to class of 2022. It's great to know that you guys are not only our progeny, but you're our future physicians. I'm Abby Berkeley. I'm the interim senior associate dean for diversity, as well as the residency program director for anesthesiology. This next awardee has been lauded 3 times already. This will be the 4th time that we will be recognizing her. As a former student and a rising physician, she exemplifies everything that a patient seeks in a physician. She is compassionate. She is driven around community issues as well as the pursuit of justice. She is meticulously detail-oriented as well as metrics-driven. She is brilliant and is completing not only her MD, but her PhD in cardiovascular research. And more importantly, she has heart. I'm pleased to announce that the 2022 Jerry Zaslow Memorial Award for high academic achievement, as well as well-rounded activity within the community, as well as the university, goes to Dr. Hannah Cooper Bank.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kathy DeVay, Associate Dean for Student Support. The School of Medicine Service Award is given to members of the graduating class who, through leadership and service, have made outstanding contributions to the life of the medical school. These are always some of the most difficult prizes to award, as maybe you've already gathered from some of these descriptions, given the overall high level of engagement in service by all of you, our students. This year, there are 3 recipients. The first awardee has served as president of his class at St. Luke's Regional Campus for all 4 years of medical school. He has been a vital link between students and administration and between the North Philadelphia and Bethlehem campuses. In both senses of the word vital, crucial and important, and also very energetic and animated. He's passionate about emergency medicine and LGBTQ+ healthcare, and he has led several service and research projects within these fields. He was also heavily involved in service outside of our walls as well, serving as liaison to Marvine Elementary School, for which, among other activities, he coordinated the first virtual health fair for their 5th graders in light of the COVID-19 pandemic. He will continue his training in emergency medicine at Brown University Rhode Island Hospital. I'm delighted to present this award to Ambush Surrey.
This is not an easy award to give because I look out here and I see so many students who are so worthy of it, but we do our best to choose wonderful recipients. I'm Diane Butera, Senior Director for Student Support, and the second recipient is somebody who worked tirelessly as an advocate for her classmates in some of the most difficult times we have ever encountered. She graciously carried the unenviable position of serving as a student leader liaison, sharing as delicately as possible with the LKSOM deans and staff student concerns that seemed to grow exponentially, dare I say prometric, as the pandemic raged. Committed, compassionate and determined to be the best student possible, for which she was also inducted into both AOA and Gold Humanism Honor Society, or I'm sorry, inducted into AOA, should have been Gold Humanism. She balanced varied responsibilities, which included research projects, one of which was published in the Journal of Trauma and Acute Surgery, serving as a CPR instructor for students and staff, and volunteering at the LKSOM student-run clinic. Her willingness to diplomatically speak up and speak out will serve her well throughout her career. Headed to a residency in general surgery at Cooper Medical School at Rowan University, it is truly my honor to present Gina Topper, a very worthy recipient, with the LKSOM Service Award.
Both of us at the same time. Give us a big hug.
Well deserved.
The last recipient is truly an amazing person, and I am so proud to be able to present the service award to Stephanie Fagbemi, who I'm going to ask to take her time coming down, because on top of everything I'm getting ready to tell you about, she's also gestating a human being. Stephanie gravitated to service from the moment that she started here at LKSOM. And there's no way that we could do justice to all of her accomplishments that she has achieved. Some highlights include serving as the Student Government Association Community Service Representative, helping to organize the Community Service Board, and chairing the Student Diversity Council, advocating for the role that racial and health equity must have in medical education curriculum and culture, and not being deterred by a mere global pandemic. She spearheaded the effort to involve students from all of the local medical schools to gather and distribute PPE to hospitals, nursing homes, and other healthcare sites. She fostered connections with government, the Department of Health, local businesses, and corporations to ensure that communities got the things that they needed in the places that were most impacted. She was the go-to for projects during the pandemic and also landed on some local news programs. For the past year, she served as the Student Government Association president and has always been an advocate for her fellow students, and was instrumental in making sure that we have a food pantry now here at Temple. She is headed to residency in psychiatry at Harvard. And it is an honor and a privilege, and I'm so proud to present this award to you, Stephanie.
I'm back. 7 years ago, Emily Reeves, a member of the 2015 class, received the LKSOM Service Award. She possessed a vibrant energy, serving as orientation coordinator, school yearbook editor, and school baker, and kind of like a mom to all of us. She possessed a leadership style that was appreciated by students, faculty, and staff. In 2021, she passed away from ovarian cancer. To honor her memory and continue her legacy, this award is named for her. Her parents, Beth and Jim, requested that we share this. After medical school, Emily completed her residency at the University of Maryland in pediatrics, where she also served as a chief resident. After residency, she served as a hospitalist in the pediatric ER at Greater Baltimore Medical Center. Diagnosed with ovarian cancer in 2019, she continued to work through her surgeries and chemotherapies. She passed away in March of 2021, and she wanted to be remembered as having a great sense of humor, being a smart, hardworking, compassionate, and dedicated pediatrician, and a person who was always the glue, truly the glue of her friendship circles and her work colleagues. She was all that and so much more to her family. She was the love of their lives. So here to present the award is Dr. Dave from St. Luke's.
Thank you, Diane. Thank you for the opportunity to present this award. This year's awardee has been an outstanding LKSOM citizen since he first matriculated. He exhibits many of the same qualities as Dr. Reeves. He is dedicated, compassionate, smart, has a great sense of humor, and always seems to be smiling. He cares deeply about education and health literacy. Some of the highlights of his service are his tutoring with the Lehigh Prison Project, tutoring at Kenderton Elementary, and working as a peer academic facilitator for fellow medical students. Ultimately, he served as president of St. Luke's campus's student-run community health education programs, leading his medical school colleagues in engaging with K-12 students in the Bethlehem area schools. He has worked with St. Luke's Community Health to address the opioid dependency crisis. He is going on to train in anesthesiology at the Hospital of the University of Pennsylvania. I'm proud to present Matthew Astak with this award.
Oh, okay. Here you go. Okay. Okay, now another student I knew. Oh, sorry. Manpreet Chauhan was in the class of 2015 as well. He went on to residency in anesthesiology at University of Southern California. He passed away in June of 2017. He had a passion for community service, working with Prevention Point, the Temple Emergency Action Corps Homeless Initiative, and served as a member of the South Asian Student Association and students engaging in healthcare policy. A gentle, kind, and well-liked student, his contribution organized through the collaborative effort of his family and LKSOM institutional advancement will continue to be acknowledged through this award. This year, we have 2 recipients. The first recipient of this award has continuously demonstrated her commitment to service. As the president of Temple Emergency Action Corps, she embraced the role with tenacity, creativity, and outstanding organizational skills. In collaboration with her classmates, she worked to enhance the Teak Thrive Clinic located at a residence for men who are homeless. She was also instrumental in organizing community service events, as well as serving as vice president of the ophthalmology student interest group. Like Manny, she possesses a calm demeanor, as well as a resolute dedication to accomplishment, being both on AOA and Gold Humanism Honor Society. With an easy smile and an aptitude for persuasion, she convinced me of many things where I'd be like, oh, what are we doing now? It was evident from early on that she is a force that will make things happen, especially when advocating for things in which she believes and to which she is committed. Heading to an ophthalmology residency at the University of Chicago Medical Center, where Michelle Obama used to hang out, it is my honor and pleasure to present this award to Nikita Makashi. Come on down. I know you have a long way to go. Yeah, you gotta let us know. Okay. And I promise I'm leaving after this one. What a gift LKSOM has received from this student. His commitment to service, I think that's my favorite line, in case you haven't guessed, is evident in his way of being, how he gracefully secures a place when he serves as a keen participant observer, documenting his experiences through a very unique lens. All throughout medical school, he has illustrated his experiences through videos, photographs, and words, conveying a sense of wonder, as well as an appreciation for humanity's vulnerability. His involvement has been extensive, with leadership roles in Temple Emergency Action Corps student-run clinic and the LKSOM Narrative Medicine Program, where his wide contributions have been integral to its flourishing success. He's also a member of AOA and Gold Humanism Honor Society, and he leaves us with videos of his experiences, including a haunting contemplation of board studying, as well as the best ever class parody video, Another Day of School. What is it? A homage to La La Land. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. Headed to a residency in emergency medicine at the University of California in San Francisco, we can only say our considerable loss is their amazing gain. Congratulations, Phil Del Rosario.
All right. So my name is Shadden Eldakar-Hein. I am the Senior Associate Dean at the St. Luke's Regional Campus and a proud 2007 alum. And must I say, 15 years later, you are all moving mountains. So congratulations. It's an honor to be here to present the Dr. Elliot and Susan Menkowitz Award, given to a fourth-year medical student who is a member of the Alpha Omega Alpha Honor Society, who has demonstrated exemplary care management skills. I am privileged to present this award to a student who has been committed to community service since her arrival here at Temple. She was the student director of Thrive in her first year, where she continued to help manage the clinic through her clinical years. Her time with Thrive included conducting community-based needs assessments that help understand how care can be delivered effectively and efficiently. In addition, she has helped her peers, whether through volunteering as an OWL, peer mentorship in the Doctoring College, co-president of the AMWA organizing and implementing mentorship, and serving as a curriculum representative. Our cup has been full with the dedication and devotion that she has shown our school and our community. This truly emphasizes the holistic and exemplary care she will show her patients. She is off to the University of Chicago Medical Center in emergency medicine, and I'm grateful to award the Dr. Elliot and Susan Menkowitz Award to Leah Goldberg.
Right.
Okay. It is my pleasure to present the following awards to outstanding members of the class of 2022. The Mary Daly Award. The Mary Daly Award was established in honor of the late Mary Daly, wife of former School of Medicine Dean, Dr. John Daly, by his classmates, Drs. Jean and Bob Belasco. It was then endowed by Dr. Daly himself. It is a prize awarded to a graduating student who exemplifies excellence in clinical care, compassion, and patient service. We have two recipients this year. One is Kayla Fresco. I'll talk while you come down with the babies. Kayla demonstrates the kind of commitment to medicine we hope to see in all future physicians. In medical school, she engaged in oncology research, led community education, and provided exceptional care to patients throughout her clerkships. A few comments her professors have made about her. Kayla demonstrated an excellent fund of knowledge and clinical judgment. Her clinical skills were excellent, thorough histories, physicals, assessment. Her presentations were organized, succinct. Her clinical reasoning was outstanding, as were her interpersonal skills and professionalism. She demonstrated respect at the bedside, took ownership of her patients, and followed through on their care. Great rapport with patients. She is compassionate, empathetic, conscientious, and highly motivated, a great addition to the team. Testament to Kayla's leadership in the Temple community was her management of a very important project for the entire school, the Interim Student Analysis Survey, a document directly reported to the LCME, the National Accrediting Body for Medical Schools. We are so pleased to present you with the Mary Daly Award, Kayla. Our second Mary Daly Award winner is Michael Gerald. She too is an outstanding leader and future clinician. Since day one in medical school, which I think I met her on day one, Michael being in the Babcock College at that time, Michael has navigated her many responsibilities with good humor and generosity. And tomorrow she will earn the MA in urban bioethics along with her MD. Her thesis, as Dr. Reeves said, exploring an ethical recovery from breast cancer, not only documented disparities in breast reconstruction post-mastectomy, but posed options for mitigating them. Michael also conducted novel research on disparities in plastic and reconstructive surgery for urban patients with mandibular fractures and other conditions. One of her studies was published in the journal Plastic and Reconstructive Surgery. Michael has been one of our most accomplished student leaders. She was chosen by the president of Temple University to represent medical students on the strategic planning committee for the university at large. She was also elected the SGA Executive Community Service Representative. In this role, she restructured the school community service board, clarifying its decision-making process for community programming and making the fund distribution process more equitable. A faculty member said this about Michael, and I quote, "In her presence, one feels like anything is possible." Indeed. Congratulations on your Mary Daly Award, Michael. Our next award is the Charles Schnall Alumni Award for Clinical Excellence. Established in the memory of Dr. Schnall of the class of 1939, this award is given to the member of the graduating class who is considered to have had the most outstanding performance in the clinical years. And we present it with pleasure to Katie Cohen. Katie's clinical performance has been outstanding across the board, and she went above and beyond required competencies. For example, interning in the ED at Temple University Hospital, learning and performing peripheral line placement, laceration repair, chest compressions, electrocardiography, and other procedures. She also joined residents on regular teaching rounds to augment her understanding of complex clinical topics, patient care challenges, and health system functions. Her professor's assessment of her clinical skills, abilities, and knowledge are outstanding. What's more, since her undergraduate days, Katie has served as a clinic coordinator for Puentes de Salud, a free community medical clinic, and over the years has taken on new and larger roles. During medical school, Katie also educated Philadelphia middle and high school students about the harms of vaping e-cigarettes. Absolutely outstanding, Katie. We are thrilled to present you with the Schnall Award for Clinical Excellence. Okay, the last award. Finally, we present the Joseph C. Doan Memorial Prize. This coveted award is reserved for the member of the graduating class who attains the highest academic achievement over all 4 years of medical school. And we present it with pride to David Pisacco. David is supremely bright and accomplished. He is also gracious, generous, and kind, wonderfully service-oriented and giving. In addition to achieving the top academic performance of the class, while in medical school, David taught volunteered, and did research. He participated in a Temple Department of Radiology study of hepatobiliary scintigraphy in the diagnosis of sphincter of Oddi dysfunction. He also studied the use of sequential ventilation perfusion scans to monitor treatment for pulmonary embolism. He also devoted considerable time to community service, volunteering with Thrive, a student-run free clinic serving low-resource patients in North Philadelphia. And he taught in a dedicated and effective manner. He served as a peer academic facilitator for first and second year medical students. In his characteristically disarming manner, he identifies students' concerns and help them find more effective ways to achieve academic success. David, we are honored to present you with the Doan Prize for your superb academic performance and for your wonderful track record of giving. Congratulations. What an afternoon. It's incredibly, incredibly humbling to be the interim dean of this class. And I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. This was really spectacular. Congratulations to all of our winners, and thank you for all attending the celebration. We know that all of you got your strength from your family, your friends, and each other. So I think we have to give a round of applause to everybody here. And now after these 2 hours, you do get to have refreshments in the commons. So look forward to seeing all of you at graduation tomorrow. Thanks very much.
Next week.
Yeah.